between the two main players, Siddaramaiah, Shivakumar last. That's going to be our big talking point. DK Shivakumar will be joining me for an exclusive interview. Also, Kiren Rijiju has lost the law ministry. What explains his sudden transfer? We'll talk about that too. Plenty to talk about. But first, as always, it's time for the 9 headlines at 9 tonight. The Karnataka deadlock ends. Celebrations begin in Bengaluru. Siddaramaiah to be sworn in as Chief Minister. DK Shivakumar and his deputy. The swearing in will take place on Saturday. Chief Minister crisis may be over, but more trouble brews for the Congress in Karnataka. Two big leaders, MB Patil, G. Parmeshwara, say they are upset over not being made Deputy Chief Ministers. BJP accuses Congress of ignoring Lingayats and Dalits. Congress begins mission opposition unity, invites Mamta Banerjee, Sharad Pawar, Nitish Kumar for Karnataka swearing in. But Kejriwal, KCR, Akhilesh Yadav among others have been snubbed. Big Modi cabinet rejig. Kiren Rijiju loses the law ministry amidst a collegium tussle. Arjun Meghwal made MOS Law and Justice. Rijuju had taken on the Supreme Court judges over their appointments. Supreme Court stays West Bengal government's ban on the Kerala story film. Tamil Nadu government asked to secure theatres screening the film. Supreme Court bench, including the CGI, to watch the Kerala story too. Filmmakers told to declare the film is not based on facts. Massive win for Jallikattu Mankal. Supreme Court upholds the validity of the bull taming sport, says cultural heritage can't be part of judicial inquiry. Prime Minister Modi flags off the first Puri-Howrah Vande Bharat Express. It's the second Vande Bharat Express that West Bengal is getting after the Howrah-New Jalpaiguri Express. US court allows extradition of 26/11 terror attack accused Pakistani origin Canadian businessman Tahavur Rana to India. And is Imran Khan's arrest imminent once again? Heavy security deployed outside his Lahore home. Imran refuses to join the NAB probe, accuses the government of trying to crush the PTI. But the big story that's breaking at this moment, just a short while ago, the Congress Legislature Party has cleared Siddaramaiah's name as the new Karnataka Chief Minister. Siddaramaiah will take oath as Chief Minister on Saturday at 12:30. He's now on his way to Raj Bhavan, where he will formally stake claim. The Congress has invited UPA allies to the oath ceremony. India Today gets you the inside track today of how Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar worked a late-night, midnight drama that took place with Sonia Gandhi playing eventually the peacemaker to end the face-off between the two warring sides. So clearly, as those scenes that you can see are from Bengaluru, as of now what we are being told is that DK Shivakumar, Deputy Chief Minister, and Mr. Siddaramaiah will go together to stake their claim before the Raj Bhavan. The governor expected to invite them shortly. We'll wait and see how that plays out. But what for now is very clear is that Karnataka finally has a government. Sagai Raj joining me at Raj Bhavan. Maushmi Singh is here in the national capital. To you, Sagai Raj. Congress Legislature Party choosing DK Siddaramaiah as their leader and DK Shivakumar will be his deputy. But how smooth is this going to be, particularly with the cabinet? Lots of people staking claim. Parmeshwara also wants to be Deputy Chief Minister. MB Patil wants an important post. Is the trouble over? Will it now be smooth over the next 48 hours? Or could we see now jostling for portfolios? How many ministers expected to be sworn in on Saturday?
135 MLAs and more than 80 MLAs are senior leaders in Congress, and close to 34 MLAs are from Lingayat community alone, and after that you have OBC, Dalit and Vakkaliga. So Congress have problem of too many, where they have to accommodate close to 33 MLAs as a cabinet minister if they do an expansion, and there is a tough task ahead. Already Parmeshwar has expressed expressed his grievances with the party, stating that he was earlier as a deputy chief minister with the coalition government, and they should have given him the same portfolio even in this government. He also said that Dalit community have been backing Congress from a long time, and it is high time that they have to reward a Dalit in the party. Now, it is all done and dusted, where K.C. Venugopal has announced that there will be only one deputy chief minister. We need to wait and watch what kind of portfolio that G. Parmeshwar and other leaders, especially M.B. Patil, who also said that he was also front runner.
What portfolios is DK? Sagai Raj, is it correct to say that Mr. Siddaramaiah intends to hold the crucial finance portfolio, while other major portfolios including PWD, revenue, power could go to DK Shivakumar? Has there been any discussion at all on portfolios? When will we know more on that?
Rajdeep, this discussion happened in Delhi, where DK Shivakumar had asked for finance. That's when he was quite reluctant, because Siddaramaiah was handling finance even when he was a deputy chief minister in past. So he said that he will not be able to give that particular portfolio. Apart from that, they are ready to give any kind of plum portfolio for DK Shivakumar. And later on, they agreed on the terms. Now the finance might remain with Siddaramaiah, along with intelligence, who will also report to Siddaramaiah. And the other portfolio will be divided amongst the MLAs who will be taking oath as a cabinet minister. So we need to wait and watch who will get what kind of portfolio. And we also learned that DK Shivakumar will be getting plum portfolio of his choice.
He gets portfolios of his choice. But how did this all happen, Maushmi Singh? At about 10 p.m. last night, when we finished the show, it appeared there was a deadlock. I got a call at 1:45 a.m. when we broke the story of this formula being worked out. What happened last night at Kharge and Venugopal's house? Was there a call made by Sonia Gandhi to DK Shivakumar that finally broke the deadlock?
Rajdeep, I was at K.C. Venugopal's residence at 11 o'clock, and till then, perhaps the meetings were still on. Yes, you're right. It was the call by Sonia Gandhi to DK Shivakumar that actually acted as a peacemaker. Sonia Gandhi there, even Kharge even consulting Sonia Gandhi on Wednesday afternoon. So apparently, after Sonia Gandhi spoke to DK Shivakumar, DK actually agreed to become deputy chief minister. But let me tell you that the final call, as far as how many deputy chief ministers, as Sagai also pointed out, would be there, was taken by Mallikarjun Kharge by evening. In the evening also, there were at least 5 deputy chief minister probables, but Kharge decided this would not be a very fancy and a very workable formula, and that's why he said that there will be only one deputy chief minister. Importantly, Kharge really acted in terms of widening the consultation. He entrusted K.C. Venugopal and Rajdeep Sardesai to iron out the micro details, so that there is no angst against each other by the leaders, and there is no accusation that the leadership is biased.
We should play that shot of Mallikarjun Kharge this morning. That was the picture that came in this morning of Mallikarjun Kharge holding the hand of both Siddaramaiah and Shivakumar. That happened in the morning at a breakfast meeting. These are, of course, visuals coming in from Bengaluru this evening. But as Maushmi was pointing out, Sonia Gandhi was required to convince, it appears, DK Shivakumar to accept a possibility of a rotational chief ministership. Let me find out whether that is a done deal. Ishwara Khandre is the working president of the Karnataka Pradesh Congress Committee. There is much talk, Mr. Khandre, about a formula. Is the formula 2 years now to Mr. Siddaramaiah, 3 years to Shivakumar, 2.5 years each? Have you all been informed about any formula on which this will be worked? Latest pictures coming in from the Raj Bhavan of Siddaramaiah's taking claim. But Mr. Khandre, is there a power sharing formula? What is the power sharing formula?
Whatever High Command they have decided, that everybody, all leaders will abide by it and it will be implemented. So what formula is there, what they have discussed, I do not know about all those things. So only the High Command can tell regarding this. Yeah.
But
so today's CLP meeting was very smooth. It was unanimous.
CLP meeting was unanimous. So you are telling me none of the MLAs, none of the MLAs have been informed of any power sharing?
KPC President Sri D.K. Shivakumar proposed the name of Sri Siddaramaiah ji as CLP leader. All of us endorsed unanimously the KPC President's proposal, and Siddaramaiah ji will be the leader of the CLP. And both the leaders have gone to meet the Honorable Governor to stake the claim to form the government. Day of tomorrow, they'll...
Will there be any confusion over ministership, sir?
Will be there along with other ministers also.
Mr. Khandre, will there be any confusion over number of... Will there be a battle now for minister portfolios? Everybody wants the important portfolios. Will there be another battle?
There will not be any confusion at all. We have already resolved, and we have given the High Command. We have said that whatever High Command takes a decision in the interest of the party will be abided by. So there is no question of any confusion or something like that.
How many ministers, sir?
Pardon?
How many ministers are you expecting?
We do not know. It has not been decided. It has not been announced. Tomorrow, both the leaders are going to Delhi. They'll have a discussion with all the leaders, and they'll have a discussion with the High Command, and they'll decide the number of ministers. And all will be inducted, regional-wise, community-wise, and all other things. Everything will be taken care of. All is well.
Okay, yeah. all is well, Mr. Khandre. I'll leave you. All is well. This is the nature of the Congress Parivar. They appear to fight openly almost at times with each other into power struggle. Now they tell us all is well. Is all really well? Well, we'll wait in the days ahead to find out, and you'll also hear from D.K. Shivakumar in my interview in a moment. But let's give you the backdrop of all that's been happening over the last few days, because ending days of suspense and uncertainty, the Congress late last night at midnight finally decided Senior Leader Mr. Siddaramaiah would be the new Chief Minister of Karnataka. D.K. Shivakumar would be his deputy. It means that the two leaders will take oath in Bengaluru on Saturday. But what happened behind the scenes? What was the role played by Mallikarjun Kharge, Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi? Is there a new high command emerging in the Congress? Take a look at the drama that took place.
Siddaramaiah will be the Chief Minister of Karnataka.
The Karnataka thriller is over. On the face of it, the marathon race has had a happy ending, with the winner Siddaramaiah and the runner-up D.K. Shivakumar making the right noises. The final act in the script was written by Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge, who burnt the proverbial midnight oil to work out a compromise between the two contenders. The Gandhis' point person in the whole saga, K.C. Venugopal, met Siddaramaiah and Shivakumar back-to-back on Wednesday night between 9:45 p.m. and 11:15 p.m. Sources indicate Sonia Gandhi, now in semi-retirement, played a key role in preparing the peace pact. Over 2 hours later, at 1:45 Thursday morning, the message was sent out to the media. The deal is done, and the oath will take place on Saturday in Bengaluru. Official word will have to wait. The confirmation came from D.K. Shivakumar at 9:20 a.m.
Are you happy with the formula that has been worked out?
See, Congress party, we have a commitment before the people of Karnataka.
Yes.
Parliament elections are ahead, so in larger interest of the party.
Yeah. You have agreed to the formula?
Why not?
At 10:30 a.m., Siddaramaiah, Shivakumar and Surjewala had a breakfast meeting at Venugopal's residence. The menu: dosas, idlis, vadas, and of course, a photo op. An hour later, Rajdeep Sardesai tweeted photographs of Siddaramaiah and Shivakumar with Kharge. A Congress press meet followed at 12 noon. The script obviously being followed to the T. This was first official announcement.
Siddaramaiah will be the Chief Minister of Karnataka. D.K. Shivakumar will be the only one Deputy CM. He will continue as a PCC President. till the parliament election is over.
The formula made public missed one vital point. Will the CM be rotated?
Power sharing formula is to share the power to the people of Karnataka. That's all.
Ceasefire formalized. Siddaramaiah and Shivakumar flew to Bengaluru, where they received a hero's welcome in the evening. The truce could be strenuous. Lingayat and Dalit leaders of the Congress are already complaining after missing out on Deputy CM's post. The Siddu-Shiva double engine will have to negotiate many hurdles. Are they up to it? With Nagarjun Dwarkanath, Akshita Nandagopal and Mosmi Singh, Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, Karnataka has two men of the moment, Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar. Before DK Shivakumar flew off to Bengaluru, he sat down with me for this interview as I tried to ask him what really happened in the last few days and will the truce last with Siddaramaiah. Listen in to DK Shivakumar Unplugged. Hello and welcome to this India Today Aaj Tak special, where we are joined by the newsmaker of the moment, because the Karnataka deal, it appears, has finally been done. Siddaramaiah as Chief Minister, DK Shivakumar as Deputy Chief Minister. So is it all over now in Karnataka? Do we finally have a government? Joining me now is the man of the moment, DK Shivakumar, looking tired a little.
No, all night we had to do this exercise. I had to write to the letter to the governor, call for a Congress Legislative Party meeting, convey to all the MLAs. All these things are there, no?
So what happened last night? Is it true that only at midnight this agreement was finally reached between you and Mr. Siddaramaiah, with Mr. Kharge, Mr. Venugopal playing mediators?
No, not like that. We had left it to the party high command. So Raoji also had a meeting with us. He gave a bit of his advice. Then ultimately we left it to Mr. Kharge ji.
Did Sonia Gandhi also speak to you?
I don't want to disclose all those things.
You don't want to disclose whether she spoke to you, but what changed? Because till yesterday evening you were saying that you wanted the chief ministership. You are now smiling and accepting deputy chief ministership. What changed? Is it your belief that the party comes first and therefore you needed to end this?
Day one I am telling, the trust what the people of Karnataka imposed is very much important. We have promised them that we will give a good government with a good governance. And we want to implement whatever we have promised to them, our Congress guarantees. I am the president of the party. Under my name and my signature, I have promised to the people of Karnataka. So that I have to do, number one. Number two, the entire country, irrespective of the political party, all the leaders wanted to have a change in Karnataka. So they gave us a change of a government. So we all have to work together. The day one I took over the charge, I've been telling, joining together will be the beginning. Thinking together is the progress. Working together is the success. So I believe in that.
So will you be able to work together with Mr. Siddaramaiah given the power struggle of the last few days?
Of course, there was no what struggle. Aspirations are different, desire is different, but working is different. We have to work. People are looking to us. That is very much important.
So you see no problem now in the government division of labor between the two? We are told you will get all the plum portfolios. Has that been decided? Important portfolios?
See, there are a lot of... see, sharing and caring are the important part of our living. Sharing and caring also will be the important part in politics.
There was no sharing and caring last few days, sir. Last few days was a battle. Kaun banega Mukhyamantri?
That is your question to the people of Karnataka.
Sir, because there is a belief that there is a rotational chief ministership that will take place. You will get 3 years, Mr. Siddaramaiah gets 2. Is that true? Has that been agreed upon?
No, I don't want to disclose the confidential discussion which has taken place between all of us. It is left to the Congress President. Congress President at some point of time, I think he may reply to this.
At some time, point of time, there will be a discussion on this.
I don't want to disclose this further because the administration is very much important.
Because that's what the people of Karnataka are looking for. Good administration where people work together. You've given these guarantees. Are you guaranteeing it will be there on the first day of the new cabinet? The 5 guarantees, because are you diluting some of those guarantees like the power 200 units?
Now, first day of the cabinet formation, we are taking a decision. We have to start with the implementation process. We should put up a mechanism for it, that how we implement it, because there should be some system to it. No one can walk in the bus and tell that I am a woman, don't take money like that. There should be she should be identified. Who is she? So like that, like I'm telling you, quoting an example.
This is the free bus travel for women.
For a woman who desire 2,000 rupees, you said that all women, some women may not want, they may not ask. We can't put everyone. We have to take their account numbers. We have to take their identity, where they are, how they are, all these things. We have to work out a system to it. But whatever promise we have done, we are announcing on the first day itself. That is the Congress guarantee.
So you're saying that, but already conflicting ambition. Not just you and Mr. Siddaramaiah. Mr. Parmeshwara is saying, make me Deputy Chief Minister. We are told that Mr. M.B. Patil, Lingayat Samaj will say, I want to be Deputy Chief Minister. How are you going to manage so many conflicting senior leaders and provide good governance, good administration?
Whatever has been decided, it has been decided in the AICC headquarters.
So there will be no now revival of all these antagonisms anymore. The focus will be on governance.
Only on governance, keeping people happy and the country at large.
Are you happy?
Huh?
Are you happy?
Don't you feel that I'm happy?
Sir, last few days I've seen your mood change. You were very tired on your birthday. Then I've seen you little depressed. Then I've seen you again happy. You've been going up and down.
I was not well, I worked hard, no sleep. Sometimes where there is a pain, there will be a gain. Where there is a lot of hard work, there will be pain.
No, these are nice one-liners, but the fact is, will DK Shivakumar become like Sachin Pilot in Rajasthan, T.S. Singhdeo in Chhattisgarh, waiting to become Chief Minister? You've always openly said you want to be.
See, let me not take any example. I don't want to comment now anything on that. My party will take a call at an appropriate time.
Party will take a call at an appropriate time, what is to be done as a next step. And you and Mr. Siddaramaiah on the same page. I saw a picture of Mr. Kharge holding both your hands. So that was the happy family, is it? The happy Congress family. Divided but happy.
We three are from Karnataka. We three have assured the people of Karnataka, we have to stand by it.
Okay, look in the camera and tell the people of Karnataka that you are assuring them that this government will last 5 years, that there will be no attempt made to bring each other down if you don't get chief ministership. 5 years you are assuring people?
100% I am telling you. 5 years there will be no Congress government will be there. I am telling you.
There will be absolutely no divisions in the ranks. What we've seen over the last 72 hours will not scar your government.
Where division was there? There is no division.
So you all were meeting each other, meeting the leaders separately, you and Mr. Siddaramaiah, your camps.
I see, whenever I come, I stay here, or I have a small house, I stay there.
No, your brother DK Suresh told us he wasn't very happy with what had happened. He wanted you to be chief minister.
Definitely, all desire. Even I also desired. I dreamt, I desired, I dedicated, I disciplined, and this is the result.
So you're going back to Bengaluru, happy, and in the belief that you will provide good government. You will not become another 40% commission Sarkara.
I am a positive man. I look at things positive. We should always see that looking future is important.
Because the BJP is saying you're an ATM government, 40% commission Sarkara will be there again. You deny all that.
Okay, let them tell what they want. Let them be happy for whatever they got now.
So
let them take some rest.
So you are happy, you are getting the key portfolios. Any talk on portfolios?
Portfolio is not important here. What is portfolio? The love what people of Karnataka has given to us is important. What we pay back to them is important. That is my top line agenda.
One final question. The one question you didn't answer of mine was Sonia Gandhi. I know for a fact that you have a very good relationship with her. Was her word the final word that broke this logjam?
I don't want to disclose anything on that issue. It is the Congress President, whomever he has consulted, This is his verdict, we have to accept it.
Okay. So I think in that statement of yours, I am reading a lot, but I wish you well. The people of Karnataka expect a good government now, Mr. D.K. Shivakumar.
First, I would like to, why I am giving you the interview is, you are the one, India today, Achak said 140 till 140. You have proved. I was also telling the same number.
You told me 141.
Yes, 141.
Which was pretty good.
Still I'm telling you, still I'm on 141 only. You don't know the internal numbers, what has happened.
Are you going to get 5 from the JDS?
No. Three numbers here are our own people, number one. One is alliance.
Yes.
One they cheated with 16 votes to my sister, Soumya Reddy, after she was being declared, and some other numbers were there. So, more or less 99%, you are perfect. My political, I'm not you are like a sophologist or what you call. But with this, my own political experience, my numbers have stood. And I have an astrologer here, can catch up now.
That's right, I'm going to catch your astrologer. I met your astrologer. He had said 136.
136.
You said 141. We said 136.
Day one, not true. 3 years. Okay. He is behind my blood. Mr. Tiwari is not from here, he is from Lucknow. He was telling that 139 is his number.
You believe in astrology?
Definitely, I believe in astrology, I believe in numerology, I believe in science, I believe in divine power, I believe in God, I believe in all religion.
And you are a complete politician, 24/7.
Humanity is religion, friendship is religion.
Yeah, you told me once business is your profession and politics is your passion.
Not like that. By birth, I am an agriculturist.
Birth, you are an agriculturist.
By profession, I am a businessman. By choice, I am an educationist. By passion, I am a politician.
Well, we hope that your passion serves the people of Karnataka. D.K. Shivakumar, we've tracked you for the last month.
Thank you.
Through all the highs and lows. But congratulations on your big victory.
Thank you.
And for giving us this special interview. The man of the moment, D.K. Shivakumar, the new Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka today. Who knows what tomorrow brings? Rajdeep Sardesai for India Today. D.K. Shivakumar believes in numerology. Will his number come one day? Well, someone whose number has come is Siddaramaiah, who's now set for a second shot at Karnataka's Game of Thrones. He was Chief Minister, remember, for 5 years from 2013, and this will be his second term. Let's look at the rise and rise of a Congress leader who's often been described as a bit of an outsider in the grand old party. Take a look.
Siddaramaiah dancing to a folk song in his native village, Siddaramaiah Hundi in Mysuru district. This video of the former chief minister tapping his feet to folk music with his friends is viral. As the video shows, the Congress leader has cultivated an image of being the people's man. From grazing cattle during childhood to graduating in law to becoming the chief minister of one of India's richest states, Siddaramaiah has travelled much distance. He is not the quintessential congressman. In fact, he is an outsider in the grand old party. Much of his political career was spent in the Janta Parivar, where, inspired by the socialist ideals of Ram Manohar Lohia, he built his innings fighting the Congress. In 1994, he became the finance minister in the Janta Dal government led by H.D. Devegowda. Since then, he has presented 13 state budgets in various governments. He fell out with Gowda over the rise of his son H.D. Kumaraswamy and was expelled from the party in 2005. That is when Siddaramaiah joined the Congress. In a state charmed by infotech, where leaders vied to be IT captains. In a state where most leaders brandished their Lingayat or Vokkaliga community tag, Siddaramaiah fashioned himself as a champion of the backward classes. Hailing from the shepherd community of Kurubas, Siddaramaiah built the Ahinda vote bank comprising OBCs, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and minorities. When he became the Chief Minister of Karnataka in 2013, he pursued welfareism, launching various pro-poor schemes, the dividends for which he has collected in 2023 Assembly elections. Siddaramaiah has stayed true to secular ideals. Faced with the BJP's hyper-Hindutva, Siddaramaiah has held his ground whether on celebrating Tipu Sultan's birth anniversary or on issues like the campus ban on hijab.
Did Hyder Ali and Tipu fought against British people? 4 Mysore war have taken place. Who fought against British people?
The BJP says the same Tipu Sultan destroyed temples, killed Hindus.
No, it is not true. It is not true. Totally not correct. It is an allegation, political allegation made against the Tipu and his father Hyder Ali.
Siddaramaiah has declared 2023 was his last election battle. The shepherd from Siddaramana Hundi wants to leave a lasting legacy, one that is remembered when the cameras and flash bulbs are long gone. Bureau Report, India Today.
Siddaramaiah gets his moment in the sun. Let's turn to someone who unfortunately has been brought down to earth. That's right, in a surprise cabinet rejig, Kiren Rijiju was removed as the Union Law Minister and has now been appointed as the new Earth Sciences Minister. Arjun Ram Meghwal will be the new Law Minister. Mr. Rijuju was getting into controversies when he was battling the Supreme Court judges over transfers and appointments. Take a look at the Rijuju factor, our other top story.
The Narendra Modi government gets a new Law Minister. Kiren Rijiju is moved to the Ministry of Earth Sciences. Arjun Ram Meghwal is appointed as the Minister of State for Law with independent charge. He is already handling parliamentary affairs and cultural portfolios. Meghwal, a former IAS officer and a Dalit leader from Rajasthan, assumed office Thursday itself.
देखिए, कोई खींचतान नहीं थी. मैं प्रधानमंत्री जी का आभार प्रकट करता हूं. आज मैंने अभी ज्वाइन किया है.
Rijuju's transfer from Law Ministry has caught political pundits by surprise. Over the last 1 year, Riju has been in the headlines for taking the judiciary head-on, especially for his criticism of the Supreme Court over the collegium system of appointments.
The basic fault in the system itself is that you don't recommend, even if he's a qualified, fit, good enough and perfect person to be a judge in High Court or Supreme Court, but you can't recommend because you don't know him. Recommendation, something within your own choice, is something which I'm opposed to.
The Law Ministry is sitting on many names recommended by the Collegium for appointment to higher judiciary, despite being reiterated. The government is also accused of clearing appointments selectively. Often the face-off has turned fierce.
The topic of the seminar was accountability in judges' appointment. But the discussion whole day was how government is taking over the Indian judiciary. Few of those activists, part of that anti-India gang, these people are trying to make Indian judiciary play a role of opposition party.
The Modi government is silent on Rijuju's transfer out of law ministry. Is Rijuju's shift routine, or is there more to it than meets the eye? Bureau Report, India Today.
So why was Kiren Rijiju suddenly removed, such a high-profile law minister? What's the backstory? Let's try and find out how his tenure is being seen. Aman Lekhi, senior advocate and a former additional solicitor general, and Bishwajit Bhattacharya, also senior advocate and a former additional solicitor general. To you first, Bishwajit Bhattacharya. Lots of stories doing the rounds. Do you think that Mr. Rijuju was removed because he confronted the Supreme Court over the collegium system, and it was getting more and more difficult, therefore, to have a working relationship between the executive and the judiciary?
Primarily, that is correct, Rajdeep. Apart from that, there is a concept called litigation management, which is controlled by an agency called the Central Agency, located in the precincts of the Supreme Court. And the law ministry is directly responsible for that. So there has been an utter failure of litigation management in the Supreme Court. And when I say management, it is in the overall context, how you argue before the court, how you place and all that. And there is a lot of expectation by the political executive these days. 2 adverse orders on 11th of May by 2 scintillating constitution bench judgments, which Supreme Court delivered, tellingly went against the government.
You're referring to the Delhi LG case. One was the Delhi versus case, LG case, which is the second, correct, the Maharashtra case. Correct.
Delhi versus LG case and also the Maharashtra case. This reflects the independence of the judiciary. In my view, the Indian judiciary has risen to its highest stature by delivering these 2 judgments on the same day. And buck stops with the law ministry, and the entire law ministry's top echelons have been washed out today. Plus, Kiren Rijiju, the honorable minister, has been making irresponsible statements attacking the majesty and sanctity of the Supreme Court and judiciary and the collegium system and the NJAC system, in which I happen to be a petitioner in person in the Supreme Court. And to say that the Supreme Court is being converted into an opposition party and all that, and to say before a 2-judge bench, and to say when the 2-judge bench was going on, Rajdeep, just bear with me for a minute, that don't tell us that we are sitting over the file. If you think that we are sitting over the file, don't refer the file to us, do it yourself, run the show. Now, this is crossing all limits. No cabinet minister can afford to make this statement and annoy the judiciary, confront the judiciary.
So you think that Mr. Rijuju crossed the limits. But my question will be, Aman Lekhi, Mr. Rijuju couldn't have done it without some a nod of approval from his higher-ups. When he, for example, was taking on the judiciary over the collegium system, he's been doing it for the last 7-8 months. What suddenly changes for him to be removed?
I agree with you completely, Rajdeep. I disagree with Vishwajit on this account. Rajiju was given to flying off the handle and hitting the roof and virtually sending things haywire. But in the system as we are in presently, I don't think any minister in this government has got the character, the capacity to speak his mind without having the nod of his political superior. So whatever Rajiju would be saying would be basically having the endorsement of those in the government under whom he is working, because I don't think he would have the independence to speak his own mind. So I do not think that it's because of what he said that he's removed, because he's been saying that with a fair amount of consistency, and he's not the only person who's been saying it. There have been others in the political establishment who have been actually saying the same thing. So I think it's too simplistic to say that he's been removed for that reason, because I don't see any link between that. I also do not see any link between the two Supreme Court judgments and his removal, because if that is going to be the test, then the lawyers who have been arguing that particular matter, there have to be some kind of comment about that, including the law officers who appeared in it. And the outcome of litigation is not something which can ever be controlled, and you cannot hold the executive responsible for judicial outcomes, because that is the domain of the judiciary alone.
No, but using words like anti-India gang, using words like anti-India gang to describe those who are critics of the government, should a law minister be doing that? Virtually accusing retired judges of being part of an anti-India gang. Do you think that Mr. Rijuju was an example of someone who crossed the line? Law ministers are expected to maintain a certain Lakshman Rekha.
He crossed the line many times over, and he continued to cross the line, and he was completely unapologetic about crossing lines, and he was allowed to cross lines.
He was allowed to cross the line.
He's been silent for the past some time. He's been removed and he's been silent.
Very interesting.
I mean, it's quite obvious he's allowed to cross the line.
Very interesting.
Collective responsibility.
Very interesting.
This is a principle of collective responsibility. I mean, you can't possibly. I do not think anyone in this government can actually speak whatever the person feels, unless, of course, is assured that the speaking would not have adverse consequences, and adverse consequences did not visit him as long as he spoke. And it's not as if it's now when he had a very temperate approach to the whole thing and said that there is absolutely nothing wrong between the executive and judiciary that is removed. I see absolutely no link between his intemperate and absolutely unrestrained and uncontrolled.
So then why was he removed, Mr. Lekhi? Well, this is the second law minister who has been removed. Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad was removed 2 years ago. No one is quite certain why. Now we've got Mr. Rijuju, who wasn't even a practicing advocate, removed.
Well, exactly. That is the biggest problem here. You have a person not a practicing advocate, not familiar with the court routine, is not aware of how the whole thing functions, apparent from the way in which he speaks, because he didn't even have a modicum of knowledge of elementary legal principles when he spoke, and now he's being replaced by a person who's a career bureaucrat and whose only qualification to be a law minister is an LLB degree. And there's much more you need to know as a lawyer that is beyond an LLB degree, because a theoretical understanding of law doesn't equip you to practice it. So the choice is inexplicable. What makes the government choose and then drop and then replace is something which is completely opaque and incapable of any lucid understanding.
Okay, we are hearing very harsh words in a way.
What is happening?
Okay, from both Mr. Lekhi. Final word to you, Vishwajit Bhattacharya. Do you believe, therefore, the government should have appointed, if you had to replace Rijuju, appoint someone with the kind of legal weight who could perhaps dialogue with the judiciary across the table, at least on several contentious issues? Now you've got Arjun Ram Meghwal, who's also not a practicing advocate.
He may not be a practicing advocate, but the Mr. Meghwal is known to be a person who is quite suave, and he will not confront the judiciary. And Rajdeep, the main thing that I would agree with my learned friend Aman up to a point. Yes, of course, government allowed him to let loose with all the kinds of statements against the Supreme Court and all that, but he crossed the limit. You see, the moment he crossed the limit, it became very embarrassing for the government, so he had to be removed.
No, but he crossed the limit months ago. He crossed the limits months ago. Why now? He's crossed the limit. Is it that because you said certain judgments have gone against the government is the biggest litigant? It is
these judgments, how the case is presented in a court of law. Rajdeep, government is the biggest litigant.
Yeah, but for that you've got to blame the Attorney General and the Solicitor General. Why should the Law Minister take the flag for that?
But the buck stops the Law Minister, central agency, he comes directly under the control of the Law Ministry. That's why both the ministers have been washed out. This is the first time one complete ministry, the Cabinet Minister and the Minister of State, both have been removed unceremoniously, abruptly at the same time, and given an earth science portfolio which is virtually a huge.
Okay, he's been brought down to earth. Let's not be too harsh on the minister. He's someone who's been an ever-smiling presence. Otherwise, he was a very good sportsman. He was a very good sports minister. Maybe we need the right people for the right job. He was a very good sports minister. as law minister, sadly, much more controversial. But for now,
there is no doubt about it.
Yeah, Aman Lekhi and Vishwajit Bhattacharya, appreciate your joining us. Let's take a break at this point. From Mr. Rijuju, we'll take a break. We'll come to our Get Real story and also good news today. It comes from Bihar. You're watching the news today. News without the noise.
Where the software engineer meets the gifted content writer, meets the cool UI UX designer, meets the talented photographer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University. So where are you?
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Where the software engineer meets the smart market analyst, meets the gifted content writer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University. So where are you?
कोरोना का बीमारी आया, उसमें मेरा नौकरी चला गया था.
Abhijit Lavande lost his job during the coronavirus pandemic. This is when he decided to go back to the roots. He went back to his village, Singhapur in Pune district, where he took up farming.
मेरे पुरखों की जमीन थी 9 एकड़. उसमें मेरे पिताजी और काका अंजीर और सीताफल का खेती करते थे. उसके बाद मैंने 2018 साल में जो कोरोना का बीमारी आया, उसमें मेरा नौकरी चला गया था. तो उसमें मैंने ऐसा डिसीजन लिया कि ये पुरखों का जमीन है, वो आधुनिक से खेती करने का.
खेती में हम सब्जी, टमाटो, बैगन लगाते थे. कभी बारिश आती, जोर से आती तो नुकसान हो जाता, कभी दुष्काल पड़ जाता, इसलिए हमने अंजीर की खेती लगाई.
He adopted modern techniques of farming and cultivated figs, custard apple and jamun.
इस साल 14 टन का विक्रमी उत्पादन उससे मिल गया और उससे बाजार भाव भी अच्छा मिला. 90 या 100 रुपए तक बाजार भाव मिल गया. पिछले साल मैंने उसी का पूरा रेसिड्यू फ्री अंजीर पका के और सेंद्रीय खत पूरा यूज करके खेती किया था. इस साल भी मैंने वैसा ही किया. अभी इस साल हमको 10 लाख रुपए नफा हुआ और खर्चा उसको हुआ था 1,60,000 रुपए.
First year, Abhijit says their produce was exported to European nations. This time he claims the prices were better in the domestic market. Abhijit now has a bigger plans for his farm. Bureau Report, India Today.
Welcome back. Let's turn to our good news today story. It comes from Bihar's Bhojpur, where women are setting an example in empowerment. They've set up a plant to manufacture sanitary napkins and are spreading awareness about menstrual hygiene among young girls. Tonight's good news today story comes from Bihar.
A bold experiment in women's empowerment. A self-help group led by the Panchayat head of Dawa village in Bihar's Bhojpur district has set up a plant to manufacture sanitary napkins. They are not only providing sanitary pads at a low cost to women in rural areas, but also creating employment opportunities for women.
ये जो योजना है ये हम लोगों ने बेसिकली उस वक्त शुरू किया जब कोरोना का दौर चल रहा था. तो ये चीज़ समझा गया कि बाहर जो हमारे यहाँ से महिलाएं जा रही हैं उन लोगों को यहाँ रोका जाए और कुछ ना कुछ एक सोर्स ऑफ अर्निंग बनाई जाए। और हम लोग कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा औरतों को सैनिटरी जो शब्द है उससे परिचित करवाएं और मेंस्ट्रुएशन साइकिल में जो हम सैनिटरी का यूज़ करते हैं उसकी उनको आदत डलवाएं।
The women go door to door selling sanitary napkins. They spread awareness among villagers about menstrual hygiene.
जो बच्ची किशोरियां हैं वो लेना नहीं जानती थी पहले, जिसे उनके माँ बाप यूज नहीं कराते थे उसके, क्योंकि महिलाओं को जानकारी नहीं था। तो इसलिए बच्ची बोलती है तो क्या है, जो आज के डेट में किशोरी बच्ची स्कूल पढ़ रही हैं, इसी की वजह से बाल किशोरी को पता चलता है कि ये पीरियड आने पर सबसे अच्छा महत्वपूर्ण सैनिटरी पैड है।
The unit in Dawa makes 4,000 to 5,000 sanitary pads a day. Their product, branded as Sangini, is available in markets in villages and towns in the district. Bureau Report, India Today.
More and more good news. Today's stories always leave you with a sense of hope in this wonderful country of India. Let me leave you though in this wonderful country with our image of the day, which is not so wonderful, because in Nashik, angry and frustrated tomato farmers, not for the first time, are dumping their produce at the gate of the Agriculture Produce Market Committee gate due to falling prices. Prices have gone to 1 rupee at times for a kilo. Ridiculous rates being there for the tomatoes, and they are venting their ire by throwing the tomatoes on the street. Now, you don't get red with envy watching those pictures. You stay well, stay safe. Good night, Shubhratri, Jai Hind, Namaskara.
It has been sold to you as a product that will further your fitness goals, make you healthy, and be the best replacement for sugar. But is it really your healthy alternative? The World Health Organization has now given artificial sweeteners a big thumbs down, warning against its use. The body says replacing free sugars with NSS or non-sugar sweeteners does not help with weight control in the long term. People need to consider other ways to reduce free sugars intake, such as consuming food with naturally occurring sugars like fruit or unsweetened food and beverages. All of these non-sugar sweeteners or NSS are in fact harmful and hence should not be consumed over a long period of time. So think about where you consume them all. Products that you use to make your tea and coffee sweet, artificial sweeteners, your sugar-free chewing gums, your sugar-free juices, yogurts that are sugar-free, your protein bars, your diet sodas, all of them consumed over a long period of time are actually very harmful. The WHO is clearly advising against it. What are these artificial sweeteners? Aspartame, sucralose, ace-sulfame K, advantame, cyclamates, neotame, saccharin, sucralose, stevia and stevia derivatives.
These are artificial sweeteners, but there are a lot of studies which have demonstrated even in past that there are safety concerns with them. They have been shown to alter our good bacteria in our intestines. So that has been shown to be associated with increased risk of obesity later on. There has also been evidence suggesting that once you are taking them, your future risk of heart disease may also go up. Even mortality rates may be increased by consuming these sweeteners.
Stevia, for instance, has been derived from plant extracts and considered safe while consumed in moderation. The World Health Organization, however, says stevia also again should not be consumed. It should be avoided. Problems also arise on misuse, is what experts say.
Typically, an occasional intake may cause no harm. However, your body may react to a specific sweetener, so check out for adverse reactions. Regular long-term usage of artificial sweeteners may permanently alter your tastes and also your microbiome and your metabolism, hence not advisable.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 41 and minimum 24 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 33 and minimum 28 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 38 and minimum 24 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 30 and minimum 25 degrees. Chennai, maximum 33 and minimum 29 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 41 and minimum 30 degrees.